traitors, headstrong, haughty, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, having a form of godliness, but denying its power. And from such people, turn away. In other words, this is what it's saying. Not just that you just avoid every single person that's like that, because like as you walk in the world, you're going to come across people like that for sure. But if any of those things, it starts to kind of like manifest on the inside of us, that's where we deny our flesh and say, you know what, that's my old self. I am thankful. I am holy. That means I am set apart. I am holy because God says so. I walk in the presence of God. I'm following God. And as a result, right, you just live a holy life. Isn't this true? As you're just watching Jesus and like, Jesus, I'm coming after you, right? And all of a sudden, you don't have time to do like ridiculous, dumb things. It's just like, I only have time to follow Jesus, right? That's our life. You're righteous because of the righteousness of God. He's placed the righteousness of Jesus upon you. So when you were mindful of that, that's the walk that we walk. That's what causes peace over your life. That's what causes peace over your family. Is this true? Completely true, right? And so that's why turn away from people like this, turn away from ourselves should we start to be unthankful, unloving, unforgiving, slanderers. Have you ever slandered a person before? Hopefully not, right? Without self-control. So all of these things, the Lord is just saying, you know what? If some of those old residue, that old person starts to kind of like slowly come back up, cancel that. Everybody say cancel. Okay, good. Praise the Lord, okay? So here's a few things that we need to know for sure. In 2 Timothy 2, this is what it says. Those who cleanse themselves from the latter will be instruments for special purposes, made holy, useful to the master, and prepared to do any good work. In other words, if you are to pursue God, right, and you keep yourself in the peace of God, you keep yourself just following the Lord, He will cause you to be this instrument that God can use, that the master can use while we are here on earth. Now, how many of you would like to partner with God? Right? Amen. Of course. In verse 22, flee the evil desires of youth and pursue righteousness, faith, love, and peace, along with those who call on the Lord out of a pure heart. Let me just share with you real quick, okay? So this, when it says to flee from youthful desires, you know, a lot of times that does deal with lust, but this one time, okay, I was living up country in Makawao, and across the street was like my landlord, and he would like take care of all the different homes and take care of the yards. So everything was like always like really nice. But the thing is, he would finish at about like 3 o'clock. So 3:10, my man was drinking already, okay? So he's like drinking. So I come home when the sun is going down, maybe about like 6 o'clock. And so I come home and he just walks around the corner, around his bamboo fence, walks right across the street to where I'm at. And he's maybe he was about like this tall to me, maybe about like 150, 160 pounds. And he's just like yelling at me about this ridiculous thing. So anyway, he's coming at me. He's like, well, you know what, Kepi? And he's just kind of like waving his hand and pointing his finger. And he was actually even swearing. And I was thinking to myself, bro, like I'm about to like kind of like put this to a stop.